Well, welcome everybody back to the Flying Doghouse. We're at first flight, parking place number 6, our usual. And we're going to have a fly today in one of the, I believe this was the first famous flyer that Microsoft did. It's the Beech Model 17. So this is a joint venture, if you will, between Coronado and Asobo Microsoft. And it's a wonderful old bird. So let's jump over to the sim. All right, here we are. First flight, parking place number 6. There's the Wright Brothers Memorial in the background. All right, so what would you want to know about the Beechcraft 17 here? It looks great. It's quite a bird. A Pratt & Whitney R985 Wasp Junior, cranking out about 450 horsepower. So it will move along. Maximum speed is 212 miles an hour. Cruise speed 202. Stall speed 60. About 670 miles for the range. Service ceiling is 25,000 feet. I don't think I would want to be flying that high in this particular thing, but okay. And rate of climb is about 1,500 feet a minute. So there we go. There's some stuff about the airplane. First flight in 1932. This thing just looks... It just oozes Art Deco. And quite frankly, looks like a well-to-do, person of means kind of vehicle. Doesn't that look great? Look at that. This is my favorite livery, actually. I love this red paint job. Looks great. What chrome. Motor looks good. There's springs underneath for the landing gear. So one of the unusual things about this particular aircraft is it does have retractable gear. It is a tail dragger, so keep that one in mind. But anyway, it's a very cool aircraft. Lots to offer. So let's jump inside. So first up, let's go ahead and get this out of the way. The built-in camera views for your point of view, for your eye, they're less than. So you're going to need to create your own custom views. They're just not very well done. So sorry, Asobo and Coronado. Could have done a little better with that. Crack the throttle a little bit here. Got our prop to max or full rich on our mixture. Cut the fuel on. Main tank. Give it a little prime here. Zoom in here so we can read the switches. Okay, so battery needs to come on. Avionics can come on. Generator will go on. I think I bumped the flaps to 30. I don't really want flaps 30. So we'll roll those back in. The motor sounds for that quite well done. So kudos on that one. Landing lights on. Beacon light to on. I'll let everybody know we're starting to get ready to have some engine shenanigans here. Magnetos need to go to both. We've already primed. Our fuel is on. Prop is at 100. Throttle is cracked. Mixture is full rich. Let's press the start button. Clear prop. Alright, so we'll let it warm up here for just a moment. Go ahead and cut the pitot heat on here too. Okay, what else? Windows roll down and up. Notice the change in volume on the engines. Nice touch. Let's jump outside. Give a listen. Run the RPM up here too. How cool is that? Alright, we've got some exhaust heat here. Jump back inside the plane. Do a final readiness check here. So prior to takeoff, you could also do the magneto test, watching the drop in the RPM as appropriate. We're going to assume for today's purposes that that's okay. Jump back outside the aircraft, and we are going to start our taxi. Make sure everything else is all situated here. I am going to take off with flaps 15, I think. There are some obstructions at the just off the far end of the runway here, so safety first. All right, parking brake off. And we'll swing her around again. Tail dragger. Be kind and gentle on the ground. Okay. And we are good to go as far as takeoff is concerned, so swing the aircraft around here. A fun little airport to fly in and out of. Okay, we'll just go ahead and continue our roll here. Gentle and easy on the rudder. There we go. And up we go. Positive rate, gear coming up. Good rate of climb to get up over those pylons. Ourselves leveled off here. Pull our flaps in. We'll swing around. It's just a lovely old bird. Even when it's sitting still, it looks like it's going fast. But at any rate, cruise speed of 200, so. And quite fun to fly. Boy, easy for me to say. Fun to fly in a group setting. And if you love vintage aircraft, this one's another one. If you like vintage airports, then I guess check out some of the stuff that's coming out of Red Wing these days. This will be a perfect aircraft for that, for sure. Available in the marketplace and from the vendor. I'll try to remember to put a link in the description below to the vendor's offerings. So lots of 1930 period airfields built here in Yon, both in the United States and also in Europe. Other locations as well. Alright, we're almost to Kill Devil Hill here. Great place to try your hand at hang gliding. Or a marvelous place to fly a kite. I have a different kind of fly. Okay, we'll start making our turn here to base. Right off our nose will be the General Aviation Airport at Manteo. Multiple runways there, so a fun place to have a fly in and out of. We'll do some Outer Banks exploring in the sim. Another good place to start your flight. Lots of interesting lighthouse add-ins available for this part of the North Carolina coast, so make your way over to Flightsim.to and download those and have some fun. 7 lighthouses on the Atlantic and the Carolinas. All with their own unique story to tell, that's for sure. Alright, so we got some altitude we're going to need to burn off here. That's okay, we're not in a hurry. Alright, let's see where we are in proximity to the first flight. I need to swing around again and do a standard turn here and continue to drop our altitude. So there are high-powered transmission electrical lines that are on either side of the runways here at first flight, so be aware of those on your way in or out. And we're continuing to drop some altitude here and lose some airspeed. Flaps deployment speed for this aircraft is 110. We'll get down below that and we'll drop some flap and get ourselves in some landing configuration here. I guess we'll go ahead and drop the gear too. We can get that down. Get those fun things out of the way. Okay, I think we're down now to a manageable altitude level based on our distance here to the airfield. There we are. Right. Yeah, I think I mentioned this in the previous video. Great place for jet skiing, water skiing, boating, fishing, sitting under an umbrella on the beach thinking about nothing. In addition to being able to visit the Wright Brothers Memorial, it's a must-do if you're here. And I'll drop another notch of flap here. That'll get us to 30. I believe max is 40. I think we've got our airspeed here pretty well managed for a reasonable landing. Again, this is another one of those planes that can be bouncy with you. Similar landing technique to the Cessna 170B, I would say. We're chugging along here. Get too much lower than this with the pylons. I'm sure that the aviation community would appreciate relocating these things. They are a bit of a pattern hazard here. Okay, stall speed is 60 in this bird. And we don't want to get there. We're just going to take our time. There we go. Not too shabby. Get ourselves slowed down here. Tap dancing on the rudders a little bit, but that's all right. Okay, there we go. Back down on the ground safely. So this was a good first look at the at a marvelous piece of aviation history. Beautiful bird. And we'll chop the engine here. We'll coast down to the end. There's the museum and the visitor center. And we'll just coast right off the runway, and we will leave it here. At any rate, hopefully you enjoyed the video. It was informative. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. More videos to follow. Thanks for being here with us with the Flying Doghouse. Hope everybody's keeping well. Cheers, y'all.